You know, I've been thinking a lot all day today about New Age spirituality, and I think a lot of it is malarkey, but I think it's in a way that defining anything is kind of malarkey. I don't know, it's a lot of narcissism, man. Like, I think often what I see in the New Age spiritual community, especially with people who are just waking up, some of the language I don't like either. They're just, everyone says them, so we all say it. But for people who are becoming conscious to the fact that they are spiritual beings, there's a lot of talk about empaths and narcissists. And I hate to break it to people, but we really all have narcissistic tendencies. All of us, like, we all do. We all have them. Sorry. If you didn't know that about yourself, welcome. To say that you are highly empathic and to make yourself this patron saint that just everyone takes advantage of all the time. You sound like, I don't know if any of you guys watch Rick and Morty, but you sound like Jerry when they went to the intergalactic space coupling, and there was the form, the organism made out of their subconscious perceptions. You're like the blob Jerry. That's what you sound like. That's what you sound like. When you're like, oh, I keep attracting narcissists. And like, I don't know why. Why me? You know, you will always continue to attract what you are, not what you pretend to be, but what is really up in your mind, body, and spirit. That's just how energy works. Like, I don't know. I think that's the thing. I think, like, when we're looking at New Age spirituality and when people talk about it, there's a sense of, like, I want to say, like, I just feel like a lot of people speak separately from their own lesson. Like, people don't really, when you see, like, these spiritual teachers or, like, these spiritual accounts on social media, or these, you know, any other spiritual platform, or when you're, like, watching tarot readers on YouTube, or, you know, all of this sort of stuff, and if you're just, like, awakening, it's really easy for you to assume that you don't know as much as someone who is already in practice. You do. You've always been and will continue to be a spiritual being, whether you're conscious of it or not. But people bank on that. Like, there are some people out there, because they haven't healed narcissistic tendencies within them, they're, like, collecting on the fact that they are in a space they feel as though you don't know as much as they do. And I'm saying this as one of those people who is in that position. And so, you know, I healed some more stuff within, and You know, that's really what it is. Like, the reason you do shadow work and the reason you try to ascend is not to make manifestation easier, although that could be the case. It's not to unlock all of your spiritual gifts, although that could be the case. Really, the more you heal your ego, the more you can allow yourself to be a conduit for the Creator. The more you heal your ego, the more you can return to Source, which is self. It's self is of the soul. Self is the Creator. The part of the Creator that lives within you is self. So for you to think that you don't have that, or you don't know how to awaken that, yes, you do. You do. We all do. That's why we're here. We're all here to meet Source in other people's bodies. And so the reason why I don't really like spiritual awakening or starting my spiritual path or pure spiritual journey or whatever is because I think back to who I was when I was a little kid, and I think back to who my peers were when I was a little kid, even like the people who were mean, and even when I was the mean one. And I know that there was so much work that I was doing, you know, that I'm literally reaping the benefits of now. The manifestations I was doing when I was young. I would do so much mirror magic without even knowing what mirror magic was. I would do so much spell work without even knowing, without even thinking of like being a witch or whatever. There's just innate, like, it's innate in all of us, you know. I was creating in a way that is magical, like, we all have that, like, and so I think that's why it kind of rubs me the wrong way when people are like, oh, I ascended or transcended, and not that those things don't happen. I mean, I've graduated a couple of times, and, you know, that'll start making sense once you allow yourself to expand more and more. But it's just not, like, I don't know, I just don't like the language. I don't like the language. I don't like, why are there cliques? That's another thing. Isn't spirituality like embracing unity consciousness? Why would there be cliques in unity consciousness? Granted, there are so many people on this earth that I don't like, there's so many people on this earth who don't like me, like, it's real out here, and it's so healthy to not get along with everyone. But cliques, bro, like, I don't know. I just think that's another red flag. This was not very concise, but such is life. Just thought that was really important to talk about. I really think when it comes to getting into spirituality, all you really have to do, and I heard this the other day, actually, from a Reiki video I watched the other day on YouTube, and I'll link it. But all you have to do is every day show up. Just present yourself to Source, or the universe, or God, or however you would like to phrase what is higher than you. Show up. Be like, hey, I'm here. I want to connect with you. What's up? And your life will not be easier in the sense of, like, be easier, because, I mean, spirituality is a lot of work, and it looks different for every single soul on this planet. But your life will definitely feel more beautiful. That's for sure. Your life will definitely feel richer, and I don't know. It's like the missing puzzle piece for a lot of people. So I hope that's what happens with you. That's just something I wanted to, like, ramble about. But yeah, I'm gonna go. Thanks for listening.